Hey, Jenna, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good, Al.
Good to
Happy
see you.
Monday. Happy
Happy
December.
Monday. Yeah,
Yeah. Yep. First time the show is on Monday.
yeah. I know, right? So tell me this: Have you gotten a World Cup bug? Uh,
I got the bug, obviously when USA was playing, but somebody squashed it on Saturday.
I know the Netherlands. They
So
played well. Kudos to the Netherlands. I mean, you got to take your hat off to somebody.
yeah, I mean the teams are awesome. I mean, the way they played against Iran. I mean, God, it was just, I mean, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and the one goal they got,
Hmm.
they kind of got almost. I don't want to say they got lucky because it's definitely a goal of skill. Um, but nonetheless, it was well won, well fought for, and
Yeah,
you know,
I
it it
agree.
it just it just in my view, it just kind of shows, really what the U.S. team is made of, and it's fortitude and perseverance, and they just need to say, like many others, well, 2 years from now, we'll be back.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? We're talking about some teams getting lucky. Well, in my opinion, Wales got lucky because we outplayed Wales that first game big time. Even though we ended up with a 1-1 tie, we gave away a penalty, but and we outplayed England. Um, and but the scoreline didn't reflect that. But I know that we had a very good chance to beat England, and then the game you mentioned, the Iran game, that was a fabulous game. They played really well. The
Yeah,
scoreline didn't reflect their performance either, but that's okay. It was a win, and then
yep,
the Netherlands just took it to them. You
yeah,
know,
yeah. So it happens, but
yeah.
got 2 more years to get back at it.
No, no, it takes so long, right?
Yes.
So we have some folks joining. Thanks for coming by, Adrian. We have Drone Views Media, Johnny DRC, and Charles Hatmakers here, USA Drone Flyer, Northside. Hey, thanks for coming by.
Yep. And
So
Kovacian was first.
yeah, exactly. He's always good at that, isn't he?
Yep.
So
Yep.
just to kind of give you guys the administrative, I guess notes here. Duranify is going to be sharing this same timeline as the World Drone Community, just every other week. So Jenna and I will be doing it on every other week, and Robbie will be doing it in the alternating week. So that's what we're doing. We're consolidating, trying to streamline our time because this just takes a lot of time sometimes. And
Oh, that kind of. Well, I don't want to see. I mean, just because can hear it. That's not my dog. That easily could be my dog.
yeah, it could
My dog's
be.
upstairs.
Hey, buddy, who you? Thanks for guarding the house. I appreciate it, man. Let me know when anybody's coming, okay? Yeah, that's one good thing about dogs, man. The early warning
Oh,
system is the best, right?
yeah, they are. I mean, my dog. I let him out the front door, and he barked like, I mean, bloody murder. Like there was stranger danger. There was somebody standing like right there, right next to the car, right out of sight. And all it was a blue pickup truck parked in the neighbor's driveway. And it was a strange, it wasn't normally there. It's just a blue pickup truck, just out of the
Wow.
ordinary. And he was barking like bloody murder.
Oh, it was just not normal.
Well, no, it's not normal. So, something, contra, I don't know, but oh my God, scared the crap out of me. So now he's downstairs digging at the door that he wants to go out. So it's like, come on.
Are you do you like if I was gonna sneak up behind you and go boo? Would you jump?
Um, Probably not very much. I'd have to be in the right frame of mind.
Uh,
But it's like I can't be bothered.
I got you. Are you fight or flight?
Um, instinct is the flight. There's no doubt about that. But I don't know, maybe it's kind of the scientist in me in a sense. It's like, okay, it's like who it's like, why are you here or something? And it's like,
Yeah,
but so maybe it's fight in the sense that's one of the reasons why I'm well armed, I guess.
that's right. I mean, that's why you punch.
Yep, yep,
That's good to know.
yep.
Well, I see what the boys are saying here and the girls are saying on the chat here. What is going on, guys, in the chat? Let us know if you have a topic we want to discuss. It's just tonight. It's kind of just open mic. We're just going to be just discussing whatever's happening. Basically, just trying to get our feet under us again with the new timeline. So,
And it makes me wonder. I mean, since our special guest isn't in this time zone, makes me wonder if you got the times mixed up.
hmm, true. Yeah, it,
It happens.
it does. Yeah.
It actually happens more than you think.
Our mystery guest is missing because he's mysterious.
Yes, 107. I am. I am. I've had my pistol permit, God, since I don't know, years, like 20, 30. I don't know, a long time.
Yeah, been a long time. Talking about a long time. Gorilla Man's garage is on. Been a long time since we had a chance to chat, and I know I owe him an apology. He sent me some code I was supposed to look at, and I never got a chance to look at it. My apologies. I'll have to open it up like a month later or whatever. Um,
Well,
yeah. So yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, I mean, some of the big news. I mean, I think maybe since last time we were on, is the O3 is out, and a
Mhm.
slew of drones, new drones are starting to come out. New frames, new builds,
Yeah,
just in time for Christmas.
very very nice ones too. I've noticed the 6 inchers coming out now from iFlight, and this Chimera is the frame that I want because it's a lightweight, long range frame. And since you have a 6 inch quad, it really isn't designed for freestyling. It's more or less flat like a plane far away.
Cruiser. It's a cruiser.
Yeah, it's a
It's a
cruiser
PT.
for sure, and they can run them on lithium ion batteries, so end up with like a 30-minute flight
Wow.
with really nice goggles because it's got the O3 Air 2 unit in there. So,
So it's
and everything's pointing, get the new goggles, right?
get the new goggles, get the O3 unit, blah blah blah. And so I mean,
Yeah.
so like I'm wondering. I mean, is that going to be the wave of the future? Is it? I mean, you're not going to need an action camera on top anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, do you want to put a $500 GoPro on a drone that can give you that quality of
I know
image?
it doesn't make sense unless you need that color profile, because you're matching it up. But because DJI's color profiles aren't as good as the GoPro, in my opinion. Now, you're the photographer; you would probably know better than I would. Is that? I mean, the color profiles that we get out of the GoPro are, God, to me, it seems like so close to what we're looking at.
It
Uh,
is. I think you do. I think you've. Its bit depth is a little bit more deeper, so it's bring up the shadows a little bit more dynamic range. I mean, throughout the shadows and highlights. But I mean, are you just uploading it to YouTube, or are you making a future movie with it?
right, right. Are you going to have to be turning it into, because you got a production job you got to keep up with. You got to turn
Yeah,
it to the editors. As soon as they get it, you go, dude, you left it at 30 frames a second, not 29.7. What happened?
it's hey,
And
Jack Rabbit.
yeah, we can't work with that. And you're like, oh, it's only point 0.3. Yeah, but my audio is going to be out of sync by the 3 minutes into the video.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so
So
they slap you around. Hey, Scott, how are you? Jack Rabbit
yep, yep.
FPV.
Scott's here. Yeah, I'm just wondering. I mean, do you really need that GoPro footage?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, it'll be
Uh-huh.
interesting to see really with these cameras that are coming out and their advances, what that's going to do to like GoPro. Because I mean, if I had the O3 unit, like in the Nazgul, I've got the Nazgul, but I've got the old one now. Um,
Yeah, no, it's
but I
still.
could, but that's supposed. I mean, I was one of like some people say that was the best drone from last year, and now they've got that drone slightly upgraded with the O3 unit, and
Mhm.
so I mean, if I had that, I don't know if I'd put a $500 GoPro on it.
Right. I
So
know, because it decreases your flight time and you have a chance of losing more money, right?
yeah, yep, yeah. No, I think I think that the FPV drones are kind of on the precipice of evolving into something a little bit more. I mean, you'll always build. I mean, don't get me wrong, but if you want
Mhm.
to diamond flies, then especially the ones that have GPS modules in them, the little fail safe. They got these good cameras. Then, I mean, why do you want to make your life more miserable just because you want to fly FPV?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
Just ask it. I mean, it's supposed to be fun.
Yeah, no. Don't torture yourself doing it, right?
So, yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, no, I am with you
I'm
on
being
that.
philosophical on this
Yeah,
Monday. It's too early in the week, I guess, to be. I don't know. It's Monday,
it is, and I got a headache, so
and you got a headache.
I'm not drinking anything but water
I was
now.
going to say you need to be drinking your water. It's
Yeah,
not
oh,
Friday.
yeah,
It's not
you're
Thursday.
good. You're here. What?
So, cheers to water, sparkling.
Italian sparkling Kirkland special.
Mine's coconut because I just can never
Oh,
get too much of the beach scene, as you can tell
okay.
behind me.
Oh,
So,
yeah. So, so, all right. I'm going to throw a curveball right now. If you could only buy 3 drones this year in 2023 coming up from the menu you have of drones in 2022, what would you choose? 3 drones you could buy.
well, I would fly. So I would get the Nazgul iFlight, Evo Dead Cat with the O3 in it. I would get that. I'd get the Mavic 3 Classic. And what else would I get? What else would I get?
You got the freestyle covered. You
I
got
do.
the
I have freestyle. I've got a couple of these. Well, not a couple. I've only got the one, but I've got the other little one.
right.
Um, maybe something similar to this guy. If I can't get this guy figured out, because I am determined to get this guy figured out. Excuse me.
We got it figured out. You got
We'll
this.
get it figured out. We just need the rates on. We just need to get the rates on the throttle figured out, and then after that, I think we'll be good. Maybe one thing at a time.
So
We'll
true.
put
You got
put
it. You
back
got it.
on beta flight and pick it apart a little bit more, and see what because we put on beta flight the throttle curve will come up on this, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it should. I mean, sure as hell it's probably not going to be linear. I don't know.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. I mean,
but
yeah. It's just we got to just play with the curve and get that. So your
yeah,
throttle curve is the way
yeah.
you like it. Because it might be like you were saying, you got to be really heavy on it to get it to work. So yeah.
It'll get there. It's my
Yeah.
first build, first and only build. I'm not going to let it
That was a good one.
sit. So,
So it looks like Brad has joined. Hey, Brad, how's
Brad, Brad
Arizona?
can join. He hasn't been in the show in forever, so
Uh-oh, Brad, you got just
he was he's been challenged.
yeah. Well, he and Dennis Lovelady's here. Thanks, Dennis. It's always good to have Dennis. Yeah. So Brad was talking about going, and I know I'm still in Phoenix visiting family. Yeah, that's what I thought. And let's see. Hey, Charles. Let's see what's going on here. What else are you seeing? Anything else? Oh, you had your Avata in your hand. How's that going? You've been flying it?
Not that much. Last couple weeks have been the wallpaper in the kitchen is down. It is now painted. Blah blah blah. So those have been kind of weekend activities. So this coming weekend, if it's not too cold or rainy, yeah, I want to get this guy out and fly around a little bit.
Yeah, that looks a lot of fun. I'm gonna have to get one soon.
Yeah,
Already.
and again, this is I think if they start putting the functionality of these types of builds, I mean, which it is, 3, but in other systems, then yeah, I mean, it's going to change the. I think it's going to change a little bit of the way we fly. It's still not going to take away that crash and burn aspect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely slow compared to. But
But because this you kind of want a baby, way. I mean, it's kind of like next to indestructible anyway, but it's not like you want to crash it up. I mean, what's like what $1,400 or something.
oh yeah, I mean, put it on some roof or get it stuck in a tree. I mean, there's so many things that could happen to that little sucker.
Yeah.
Lose it in the water.
No, no, no.
And that happened to John, right, in North Carolina. JC, um, JC Flying, I think it is. No, not JC Flying. Oh, God, my brain. I got a headache. Sorry. I don't want to think too hard.
Well, you have to get that waterproofing that Nurk had on his drone, where he could, he was flying it through the water,
Yeah.
on the water, through fountains and things like that. And he wants through waterfalls. I mean, that's going to be some epic footage when that stuff kind of, when he does it and/or like catches on, that's like an option.
I know. And, he did something about a year and a half ago, maybe. He did that. He did drone angels. He would just like sink the drone in the snow and then whoop, pop out of it, sink it in the snow and pop
Yeah.
out of it. He was going nuts. But another video you're talking about, I'll go ahead and share my screen so you guys can see. I think I'm going to share my screen, and I just want to make sure we're on the same page here. Let's see. I'll share my screen. We're going to do this one, not this one. And I think this is the video you're talking about here.
Yeah.
This one, right?
Yep. I know. It's like, oh my God.
I know. So if you haven't seen this video, guys, this is Narc's video. He's got a really new intro on it, and I really like. Remember last year's intro where he flies through his drawn, logo. He flies a quad through it. There's a snow one. See. You got to admit that's got to be so much fun because he gets these things all the time. So
And it's true, right? I mean, because how many people want to fly out? I mean, when it's really cold, I mean, you're probably going to be in your car anyway. But then if it gets, now it's in the snow.
you just throw it in. Well, anyway, you get the idea, guys. I don't want to, just. So yeah, it makes sense because if you're going to be chasing boats with FPV, you're going to definitely put it in the water. It's definitely going to go in a drink. The old trick we used to use was you just take a water bottle and put the cap on it, drink it first, put the cap on it, and then strap it on the bottom of the drone. Is what I did. But on the top of the drone seems to work better because that way it's already oriented in the right direction, and essentially your propellers are for air and water here. Look at that. That is just amazing, isn't
That's cool. Of course, now you're going to need a little windshield wiper on your camera.
it? You just got to go faster, I think.
Yeah.
Air dry it. Look at it.
Or you put that stuff, that you put on your windshield so the water
Yeah,
doesn't, so it beats up on it.
Rain-X.
Yeah,
Rain-X.
Rain-X.
Yeah, so let's see. He's talking about how to do it and what's going on, but I want to see the flying.
Yep.
Here we go. Oh man, that's got to be so much fun. The only problem I see this is salt water, but then the salt water short out your battery from right there. But
Yeah.
it's going to find the path of least resistance. Hopefully your connections are good and you're not going to. That's got to be fun as hell. Oh, man.
Okay.
What do y'all think about this, man?
Awesome.
Good night, Charles. Good night, Brad.
But the thing is, the pictures you get from that are really cool.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. Whoa. And I'm guessing to say that it's probably like a 600-gram drone there. And that water is, I mean, that's got some force to shoot that water up that high. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Well, anyway, yeah, we definitely would have to try what this. Wow.
I think, yeah, they should offer them, right? I mean, be a special add-on from Get FPV or something, right? Have your drone waterproofed.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you're laughing at the footage like we're laughing at it. Look at that. That is just crazy. All right, I'm going to stop sharing. Good job, Nark. That was really nice. That was definitely entertaining. You Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. That's really good. All right, we can hide this comment here. What else does the book say? That was pretty wild video. Yeah, I agreed. All right, guys, I'm gonna put in the chat the link to the video if you want to join. There you go.
So one of the things that was, since our Mr. Guest isn't here, one of the things he had on his channel was the audio aerial challenge that he had actually posted a video for a few days previously.
Oh, are we talking about our mystery guest?
Our mystery guest's channel, and then I was going to ask our mystery guest what he thought of the other cameras, like the Nebula, was it V2 Nano or something?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Or whatever. I don't know. I was listening to Joshua Bardwell. I don't know if he thought too highly of those nano cameras.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are they worth it to put on a $300 or $400 freestyle drone, or do you want a better picture?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I think that's a really good topic to actually open up here for the audience. So, all right, we're discussing the O3 Air 2 camera and the stabilization that it has in it and how well it works. And if you have it like a dead cat configuration of your frame, then your props are not going to be in your frame in the picture. And comparing the cameras with Real Steady and the GoPro, the DJI camera looked better to me, Jim. I mean, from the videos of comparison, I mean, it's just amazing.
Yeah, I think if you're not pixel peeping, then you might be hard pressed to tell the difference. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Ken Dono did a nice comparison between them, and yeah, it was interesting.
It really is.
So
Really?
yeah, I don't know. He had a whole box. He had like 10 of them spread out on his Twitter.
Well, it's definitely a good conversation to have because, we're gonna if we don't have to mount another camera on top, we're gonna increase our flight time and reduce all our freaking, back end work you have to do in the computer, right? All the production stuff you have to do to produce a video. So
Well, plus you're going to save $400 or $500.
that too.
I mean, you could
Yeah.
buy another drone for that amount. Not that you want to spend that much money again.
Mhm. Well,
What would, but
you could have a spare.
yeah,
You always need a spare.
yep. No, you do. So maybe a question is, in 2023, are you going to build one or get one with the O3 unit?
That's actually a very good topic too. That will definitely run over an hour for sure.
Yeah.
Both of those topics are definitely really interesting ones to dive into and get opinion of some of these guys. Um, so what was I was we were discussing something. I was going to look something up, and now I forgot what I was going to look up. Akirasho got a new logo. Is that right? Is that his new avatar? Is that it? Yeah, Akirasho? It's got that little lion or something. It's pretty cool looking. What is that? Hey, it is a lion or something. It's some
That's
kind of
cool.
cat. Yeah, it is cool. Good job, Akirasho. Oh, he needs a gravity-proof camera. He cracks me up, man. Yeah, I know. I know the feeling. Your
Yeah, it's
fingers.
got little wings on it. Just the camera itself. It's got little like um what do you call those little wings? That the drone gods had on their feet. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
canard. Oh, you talking about canards? No, you're not talking about canards. Oh, the web. What are you?
Like the little wings that they like would have on their boots or something to fly around. Um,
Oh, I don't know.
uh,
You talk
um,
about it, and you have to look that up now. I know you're like me. You got to figure it out.
yeah, I don't know.
I tell you, I can't. All right, here's another one.
Yeah, what's Scott say?
That's
Yep.
well, it is the Christmas season. Did you get a chance to put up your Christmas tree?
Not yet. I had a little Charlie Brown Christmas tree last year, and it finally kind of died. So I need to
Oh,
go shopping for another one, so I can put that up. So it
you
might
got
be a little bit late in the season. Well, no, it's not late. It's only the 5th. So yeah. Or I might get a I don't know, I could get a real one, but I put a little small one in front of the window because it's generally just me that it's here for Christmas and the dog.
gotcha.
Um, so yeah, so we'll see.
Yeah, I already got it. Most of my stuff up, but except for the outdoor lane. It was kind of rainy and ugly this weekend, so I was like, oh, I don't want to do it in the rain.
Well, the time to put that up is at Halloween.
That
You just
would
don't
be.
turn it on, right? But it's if you put it up, it's warm, it's nice. You can test it out.
Oh yeah, I forgot about 107 drones, man. Remember his balloon chasing he did? Let me see if we can find that video. That's pretty funny. Not funny. It was good.
Is that the one with Ken Heron?
You would have to ask him. Yeah, Hasselblad definitely makes outstanding camera sleuths. 107 drones. Let's see. Let me see here.
Yes, 107. Yes, Mr. Heron.
Yeah, it was with Ken. So there you go.
Yeah, that was quite the exciting outing. got to call the FAA. Let's call the FAA at once. Thank God Space Force was on the case.
Oh, there we go. Oh my goodness. And it's always so different not having a gas. Kind of miss having a gas.
We're doing okay winging it.
Yeah, we're doing okay. Jack Rabbit is actually a pretty good winger too.
I'll actually leave that one alone.
All right, it was a softball, so yeah, okay. Thank you. Oh,
No problem.
yeah, thank you. So I was just reading some of the chat. Oh yeah, you never told me what your third drone was going to be.
Well, I don't know. It's his third drone. So if I was retired and had the time, and if I wanted to make more of a business out of it, I mean, when I get the Mavic 3 Enterprise,
That definitely could do everything you want to do in the inspection sector and
yeah,
map
inspections and
inspection,
mapping,
mapping,
and it would do it really well.
photography, production.
Well, I'd have the classic, so that'd be my photography drone.
Hmm.
But then, like the Mavic 2 Pro, I use that as my photography drone because compared to the Air 2S,
Hmm. Yeah.
it's they're going to be really similar if I'm not going to pixel peep, and so I just use the Air 2S because I mean that's my travel drone.
It's smaller, batteries are cheaper, it can fly longer,
Yep.
and it's, I mean, the only really advantage that I see, only because it's personal preference, is that the uh, the Fly app versus the Go 4 app. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
which
Yeah.
I
And
like the Go 4 app better in a lot of ways, you know.
yeah. Yeah.
Um, it just it gave you a lot more granularity. It wasn't as intuitive as the Fly app is. You know what I mean? Because if you want to get into your camera settings, you have to go through all those little. Once you get into the camera settings, you have to go through all those upper pull down menus. And
Mm-hmm.
if you don't know there's more to the right, you are not going to be able to do everything you want to do. And so it's not that intuitive that there's more stuff hidden behind this right wall.
No.
And so
Yeah, you have to be a little bit more deliberate, I think, in what you want to do.
you have to study it and know it.
Yeah.
You have to do your homework and know your product. But the Fly app is just like dumbed down version. It's like
Yeah.
so it's like the new cars now. You just get in the car and basically it won't hit anything. You know?
Yeah. Well, just tell it where to go and it'll start and take off and get you there.
Yeah.
But I mean, speaking of travel drones, I mean, if I travel anymore now, I probably will bring this too.
Yeah.
Because it'll be a different. I mean, there's no doubt about. I mean, just taking nice pictures and video, with the camera drones. But
Hmm.
I mean, taking something like this versus if I took something like this,
Hmm.
I'd rather take this because just its versatility.
Hmm. Yeah.
So, when I get the video of flying the Viaduct together, you can see it. I mean, it's like coming around the corner, and then the video is like tilted like this because the drone's tilted like this, and you can see all the leaves blowing off the trees and the fall and everything. And, and I did get a high wind warning, and so it's like
Really?
yeah. It didn't, like it didn't have a heart attack like when Sean Oz was doing his video and he was way up high in the mountains, and it just kind of stuttered there for a minute. Where I mean, this kept on going, but it was just like really slow and it was like this. Like really funny.
It
But
was spinning on his side, right?
it was trying to correct itself. But you know, I had the Air 2S, and that was fine. I mean, yeah, that was fine.
Oh, see, and 107 Drones points out, it's that thing's nice around people. It plays well with people.
It does. It
Mhm.
would bump off people. Probably not so much with people like me.
Yeah, it would suck that hair up and go, "Zzz,"
Suck up
and
my.
you'd be saying a few choice words, I'm sure.
I would have something to say.
Yes, you would. And
Yeah.
then somebody would say, "Do you want some scissors?"
Yeah. Time for a haircut.
And you probably have a new hairdo the next week. You know what I mean?
Maybe it's shorter. I'd have a bob.
Or you could really go progressive and only do half of your head and the other half.
I could get a nice tattoo right here. I'm sure that would. I'm sure that would look lovely at work if I showed up with a shaved head and tattoo.
You could wear your wig.
I don't have a wig.
You could wear your hat.
I could wear a hat.
Or just screw it. Give everybody the finger and say, there you go.
Yep. Hey Jim, how are you?
All right. So
Yep.
Jim showed up. Hey, man, what's going on? Um,
All right. So my third. All right. All right. So the Mavic 3 Enterprise.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
So those are my three. So what are your three?
Um, Definitely I'm probably just for fun and games. I would definitely have to have a 5-inch quad because I just want to rip freestyle and the photography drone would definitely be version of the Mavic 3. I don't know which one. And then the last one would be pretty sure it would be either hmm it's going to be 3.5 inch or the Avata. Well, it's between one of those two. It just I don't know.
Yeah.
It's I might. Hmm. Let me look. Let me look in here.
All right. Well, you look. Then it would be this. I mean, this would be. So this is the Evoke, and it would just be the Evoke Dead Cat in the 5-inch version, or the 03 version.
I really love
Right.
my Baby Hawk too. That is a beautiful drone right there.
I'm looking forward to firing this one up.
Yeah, that's a beautiful drone.
It's almost too pretty to fire up.
I know it is. Oh, right. It's kind of when you first turn on the DJI FPV drone and it starts doing you program change the lights and the sound and all that. You
Yeah.
know.
But
Oh, it looks like one of the folks just joined. Hey, Maddie.
Maddie,
And let's see, Eat More Possum got here. Hey, what's going on? Thanks for coming by. And we have somebody else jumped in here that I just noticed. U.S. Drone Flyers here. Captain Joe America.
cool.
Yeah. Let's see, sorry to be ignorant, but what is a dead cat in the word of drone? Jenna, you brought it up.
A dead cat from my veterinary. So, for comparison purposes, let's see here. So like this is the standard X configuration here. There we go, right here. And so you can see the difference in how the arms are different here on this one. So this is the dead cat. I don't know why it got dead cat. I think there's a story there. So X, which means that when you fly this, your props are going to be in your camera view. Whereas if you fly this, like with your GoPro and the camera there, your props won't be in your camera view. Some will say there's handling differences. I, being uninitiated in such events, do not know that. So yeah, so those are the two main types of versions. I do dare think between
Here's the original Dead
long
Cat
frames.
configuration.
Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Oh,
Yeah,
that's too much.
yeah, and then it's the Dead Cat configuration.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
The turkey, the flying turkey.
Well, that's an ostrich.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. What
God,
are
the
you
ostrich.
talking about? It's ostrich. What
Oh,
is
that
that?
is too much. It's so funny.
A dead rat.
That rat.
Oh, a shark. Oh gosh, look at this thing.
Oh,
You got to catapult it first. There we go. Oh man.
oh my God.
Oh my gosh, now I got a new project to 3D print. Look at this guy, man. He's got a jet drive beaver. Oh man, 3D printed beaver.
That's funny.
Okay, we're gonna get in trouble now.
Oh my God.
I figured to throw that one in there. Johnny's on the spot. Okay.
Oh my God.
They're having a good time with that video. All right.
Yeah, no, that was good.
That was funny. Let's see if I can find another one. Yeah, but the original Dead Cat configuration came, somebody did exactly that to the cat. And like Jenna said, it wasn't a true X, it was a quasi X.
Yeah, it's got its arms further out.
Yeah. Yeah, but iFlight today, man, they have some good lineup. Is it iFlight.com? FPV drone. No, it's a different domain. Oh well.
What, iFlight?
Yeah, because they're the ones that make the Nazgul.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was trying to show everybody there. Marcel showed up. How about you? All right, so let's
Yeah.
see.
iFlight, yeah. iFlightRC.com.
Is that right? Okay. Hit that one.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I remember
that's what they
YouTube.
do, and they do it really well.
Yeah, they do.
So maybe if I'm good in 2023, maybe I'll get the Dead Cat in the '03 version.
Yeah, I mean, they have so many good products. Well, let's see. You're at the website, and I'll share it too so people can see what we're talking about. Share the screen. So we want to go to iFlight FPV, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here we are. So here's the Chimera 7-incher, and this is the one that's like a really long range one. And if it has the OcuSynth 3, this one, that's the one to get. I think I might have the wrong one. $700 for it though. But the way it's laid out, I mean, it's just gorgeous. Uh, it's got mud flaps all the way around, so nothing can get into your flight controller or your VTX or your GPS module. Your camera is protected by metal up front. I mean, it's just like it's this thing. I've probably got 6 millimeter arms. I bet you. Let me see, props arms. Uh, just
Oh, wait. So is that the Nazgul? Yeah, the Nazgul Evoke F6 V2.
I'm sorry. This is the cinematic I'm in the wrong one. Sorry. That was
They got the Bob 5703.
that's the one I was at. That was
Okay.
brand new. But you wanted to look at the what? The Evoke.
Well, I mean, for like a freestyle drone,
Yeah, the Evoke is a freestyle.
that,
Yeah. hmm
but you got the Bob 57. How do they name these things?
I don't know. Um,
I mean, was Bob 57 when he
he was 57 when he designed it,
um,
and there it is again.
so, all right. So, I mean, yes, you've got the ability to do more freestyle and turns and tricks. And I guess that's, you would kind of mix that in a little bit because otherwise, get the Air 2S.
Have you ever heard of the iFlight Rabbit F5?
No.
See what this is. It's $600. It's a 6S battery build. Oh, okay. So let's see. Is it a 5 inch? It looks like a 5 inch one. Let's see what the specs are. Yeah, it's a 5 inch. 55 amp ESC. So this thing it takes some pretty heavy, 445 grams without battery. So it's going to be like 700, 800 grams to fly this thing. OcuSync 3, DJI-O3 air unit. I got it.
Now,
Oh,
for that price, would you expect to have GPS built into it so you got a little fail safe?
yeah, let's see if it has it in there. Application, video, frame, motors, prompts.
Because technically, I mean, if you're going to be flying a long distance freestyle, do you want it just to fall out of the air if
hmm
you lose signal?
hmm Yeah, you want to at least come back and hover in the area you were at. It doesn't look like it has a built-in GPS.
See, now I would consider that rude.
I bet you the long range ones probably have built-in GPS. Let's take a look at that.
Yeah,
Long range series. There we
I mean,
go.
it's not expensive, so why wouldn't you put it in?
Yeah, I mean, because you look at these 7 inch drones are $1,500.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the whole kit.
Wow.
So, so the goggles are how much nowadays? 600. The,
Six,
the controllers how much?
what, two, three, 250, 190? I don't know.
And that's not a DJI one either. That looks like it's so LRS on it, maybe. It looks like. So that's probably maybe a $200. So 600, $800 on the controller and goggles, and $700 and 80, like $700 for the drone.
Yeah, the Camera, okay. I mean, just the drone itself
Is
is 739,
739. Yeah, that's what.
740.
So long range. I wonder what the flight time is like. They're going to tell you.
Let's see.
They're not going to tell you because
Yeah,
they fly so differently.
it would be cool to fly one of these.
It would be. It really would be. And that's what it
Yeah,
looks
maybe
like.
I'll have to change my Mavic 3 Enterprise to one of these.
Yeah. Yeah, the long range is. It would definitely give you a little bit more of an impact for sure.
Yeah, built for cruising.
Yep, it's built for cruising. All right, somebody's been talking about kissing Ken on the head. I don't know what that's about here. So yeah, they got a lot of really nice products at iFlight nowadays. I mean, a lot of really nice products.
Yeah, they do. And even, I mean, for a pre-built,
Yeah,
with the O3 and everything, I mean, if it's too, I mean, literally, if you could just bind it to your quad and go and not have to worry about tuning it in Betaflight and stuff.
and they're always using high end components. Their
Yeah.
motors are like really high end metal, really high end bearings, just really good motors. You know, the product line, it's just, oh,
So yeah, so the Camara 7 Pro does have GPS.
that's what I would figure it would.
Yep, it does. So if you set that up in Betaflight, yeah, if you set the rescue mode up in Betaflight, then it'll come back to mama.
And here's what it looks like. I know it looks, oh, here's a really good looking product. Because, you know, it just so tightly, oh gosh, you know, packaged. Oh, geez, what did I get into? There we go. Trying
Yes.
to
Uh,
get all those little red, kind of like cutouts light up. So, I mean, it's like fancy as heck. So, those little red things are all like LEDs at night. And the bottom has got the built-in strips too.
oh, does
Uh,
it?
yeah, on the bottom.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Oh, well, this one doesn't. This is the Chimera. That's right. This is long range, so this one doesn't. But the Evoque does.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, these are 6 millimeter arms right here. Wait, isn't that? They can't be that thick. They have to be able to withhold all that force from the motors, I guess. Wow, that is a nice setup. And there's the top view,
Yeah, the batteries aren't cheap either.
and there's the GPS right there in the back.
Yep.
Batteries are not cheap. They're going to be 40 to 50 bucks. So you're going to need
The one they suggest,
what's
if you
that?
take it off, it's like 80 bucks.
80 bucks.
Something like that, because you got the full Sense 6S, 400 milliamp lithium ion.
Yeah,
And
that would be.
so without it, it's 764. With it, it's 847.
Oh yes, it's a lithium ion battery. So and there's six of them. So it's got to have six what 1855s in it.
Yeah, that's not a trivial battery.
Uh-uh. And that gives it that long range flight time. Either Crossfire or LRS, I bet you is what
Let's
it's
see
going.
what the FAQs say.
Uh-huh.
Nothing.
Yeah, this could be a good consideration for the third drone. Definitely, definitely.
Yeah,
It's
so
pricey
makes you
though.
wonder.
It's pricey.
So it makes you wonder. I mean, do people buy a drone with what type of cinematography, camera, types of moves, and that sort of thing that they want to do? Or do they get the drone they like and then whatever it can do, that's what I post?
Hmm. Yeah, so either you buy for the function or you figure it out later. I don't know.
No, right, right. It's like,
Hmm.
yeah, because camera drones, I mean, you're buying camera, you're buying specs first.
Hmm.
Really, I mean that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
But then the FPV drones, it's like, what's the most critical component of why you choose that drone?
True, true. Is it the rugged factor to be able to withstand all the crashes, or is it going to be your transmission system, your motors, your ASCs, or your batteries? So yeah, it's so many components you have to think about to kind of put the whole system together, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, there's definitely a lot of things to consider as far as why you want to purchase something. This is definitely the long range cruiser right here, 7-inch frame. It's just gonna be.
So how long? So how long is long if it's got the O3 unit? I mean, is it going to go a mile?
It's got the 10-kilometer range.
I
15.
don't
Well,
know.
O3 is more than that. You're not. This lithium ion battery that you pointed out might be able to handle it. This 6S here, the 4,000 milliamp hours
Yeah.
lithium ion battery. Yeah, see, it's $83 just for the battery from Full Send. Hmm, very good product. Full Send does good job. This thing's nice, but man, you're gonna have to put into it.
You would.
You would, yeah.
And so, I mean, you want the cruising part, but you also want to be able to do, flips and rolls and turns and things like that. But, you're not necessarily going to be sending it through a fence.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you might be, shooting some building gaps, but
You're not going to fly it through the woods either. I don't know.
uh,
Maybe somebody in the chat will probably.
it is not in Nevada for
No,
sure.
it's not in Nevada. But yeah, you'll fly it through the woods because you want to cut down trees with it.
This would cut down people too, for sure. Oh my goodness, we've come to the end of the show already. Oh man, you guys, thanks for hanging in here with us. Appreciate it.
Yes, yes. And apologies for our mystery guest. Who's
Yeah,
still a mystery because we didn't actually
we're
reveal his
not
name.
gonna out him. We're definitely not. We want him back.
Yep. Yep.
All right, so what are we promoting tonight? Our mystery guest.
We'll, we'll promote mysteries in general. Such as, that new Netflix series with Wednesday Addams.
Oh,
If you didn't see it, you should catch it. It's kind of fun.
okay. No, I'm always looking for like good authors or good movies, good series are even better. I mean, Game of Thrones. Oh,
Yeah,
amazing. And oh, the Peripheral I've been watching is actually pretty good on Amazon lately.
it is. It's pretty good. Now
Yeah,
there's the future.
yeah, I really like that.
And you know who's behind that movie, don't you? Or that series?
I do not. I just started watching it.
Mark Zuckerberg.
What's he? Oh, no
The
way.
metaverse.
Yeah,
They're not giving him credit.
yeah. Wow, they're not even giving him credit, right?
Yeah.
Um, there was another one, the Ring of Power. Rings of Power was another one that I got hooked on,
Yep.
which is the pre-sequel to Lord of the Rings, I guess.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
actually pretty good if you like that kind of stuff.
Yeah. No. No. I've watched it.
And Jack Ryan is going to be released. The new season is going to be released December 24th. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of things that's going to start dropping here for the holiday season. Looks like Harley FPV made it. Hey, what's going on,
Hey, Greg.
Greg? Greg, I'm going to be in Utah, man, for 2 weeks, middle of January to the end of January in
Yeah.
2020.
I have to say, Greg's looking pretty good with those weights.
Mm-hmm.
Working out.
Mm-hmm. Definitely good for him. All right, so
Yes.
I think we're going to end it, Jenna. I think that's the end of the show.
All
Uh,
right.
I'm calling it.
All right. Go rest that noggin of yours. Get rid of that headache.
You were promoting TV series. I promoted series too. So that
Um,
is the shameless promotions for the night.
yeah. We'll promote the holidays. Holidays are coming up. Um,
Okay.
whatever you do, however you celebrate with whoever, doesn't make any difference. Hope everybody is going to have just a wonderful, safe, healthy holiday season.
Yeah. That well said. With that said, good night, everybody. Good night,
Good night,
everybody.
everybody.
Have a great week. Bye.
Yep.